What's up, YouTube? Beanie Thuggish back again. So this is a quick addendum video, or kind of refresh video, right? Where we talk about something that we tried to last time, but I think my mic was kind of wonky. I got a new arcade stick 2 weeks ago for my birthday, right? And we've gotten fully accustomed to it. It's got all our parts that we totally are chillin' like it for. And that is the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha for the PS4 and PS5. Now, I already owned the Xbox 360, I'm sorry, the Xbox Series / Xbox One version of this stick. Down here. Nice stick. Great stick. I think this, for a $200 arcade stick, is one of the better arcade sticks on the market. No problems with it at all. Sorry for the fuzzy camera. Don't know why my camera didn't want to focus. One of the better arcade sticks on the market, especially for like an all plastic frame, right? Really reminds me of like a new age TE2. That's what I'll call this stick till the day it dies. The new age TE2, right? And enter the new age TE2 Plus. Because we didn't have original TE2s on the PS4, did we? Or they didn't have the touchpad. This does, right? I think this, for the price, for the $200 that I paid for it, right out of the box, was a great fight stick. I had no problem with any of the Hori proprietary parts that were on it. The only thing that I had to complain about is preference. Right? Some people do not prefer Hori parts. They prefer Sanwa parts. Some people don't prefer the Hori lever. Half-pound spring instead of 1 pound spring, something a little tighter like the Sanwa lever, or even what I go for, which is a 4 or 5 pound spring. Some people don't prefer that. They like the Sanwa lever. They are very above the tried and true arcade standard. And that's easy to do. Because this arcade stick, of course, as I think I talked about in the original review, opens up. It opens up real easy. Got the cord right here. The cord wraps around these two posts, which I think is probably the worst storage compartment ever, right? I think this would have probably been better with a detachable cable of some kind, even if it was USB, micro USB to USB A, or micro USB to USB B. That's what it would be, right? Or micro USB to USB C, because the PS5 does have a USB C port, not just a USB B port. Okay? With all the wires in here, including the actual original wire itself, this looks like a mess. But it's functioning. It has everything here that you need. You have all of your color coordinated buttons. If I could get that a little closer for you guys. Has all your color coordinated buttons right there. And it also has a handy diagram of how to take off the quick disconnects. Because one thing that I complained about in the original, after I had it for a while, had it for about 4 or 5 months before I started to notice that sometimes the quick disconnects would come off of the Xbox version. They remedied that problem on the PS5 version by adding a little hook or lock that you need just a small little flathead screwdriver to push up, pull that quick disconnect off. It makes it a little harder to get the quick disconnects off, but it makes it a lot safer when it comes to tournament use because you're not having to worry about opening this bad boy up in the middle of a tournament set. The body, it's great, it's nice, all plastic, right? Normally comes with a plexi and artwork, and there's 6 screws inside of here, or 8 screws inside of here that you take out to pull off that plexi, pull off that artwork, and print something of your own to make this customized and make it your own. I don't think that it's gonna fit most Korean-styled joysticks and most Seimitsu joysticks because it may be too shallow on the inside, right? That is one downside to this compared to something like a TE2. It's very slim. Okay? It's very slim, you see. It does have a headphone jack, which is nice. Headphone jack right there. But it's very slim. It's not the thickest of arcade sticks. I think that that's a very nice trade-off if you're used to Japanese-styled parts, right? If you're used to something like a... Man, you gotta love these cats. When you're used to something like a Sanwa or a Hori lever, it's probably not the worst trade-off in the world, or even some of the smaller, the LS32 styled or LS40 styled Seimitsu levers. Not to mention on the back, even though it's not a lot, it does have the 2 gripping pads for you to put your legs on, your sweats on, your jeans on. This, very nice. Doesn't slide very much, right? I could be doing dial up down motions for flash kicks, and it's not going to come off of my lap, which I think is really nice, especially with this is just a nice pair of jeans. They're nothing super special. I wish that it was along the entire back, but because there's so much space on the back, you can actually choose to just add your own from like a hardware store, something along the line of these 2 pads that I added aftermarket. The Hori Soul Calibur 6 Hori wrap in. Now, there is one trade-off that this stick takes over every other normal commercial fight stick on the market from like Conva, Mad Catz, Razer. It's using a different layout. If you're not used to this Noir layout, it's going to be very different off your hands. When it comes to the Vuelix layout, which is standard and has been the standard since the Taito Vuelix machines and the Mad Catz Tournament Edition and Standard Edition got so big during Street Fighter 4, the Vuelix layout has 2 buttons lower and 6 straight across. The American 6 straight plus 2 lower. This has a more natural arc, that curve kind of with your fingers. Right? If you notice, your pinky is lower. Your pinky should not be up here when it's trying to game. It should be down there, right? So if I use this with this hand, my dominant hand, the hand that it's supposed to be on, curves perfectly to my hand. I do have larger hands. Maybe you have smaller hands. This layout won't work for you. I'm not sure, right? I don't have small hands. I can't review arcade sticks for you and give you the perfect rundown. But I can tell you that I do really like this stick. I like how easy it is to customize. I like the features of the arcade stick, how well it opens. There's a few nitpicks, right? Like the wire management on the inside looks disgusting, and you can't fit certain levers in here really without a whole lot of modification or trying to trim down at the case. Great stick. I have no problem with it. I think Hori is one of the best arcade stick makers on the market right now. Hopefully the new Conva sticks that I looked at right after Evo are going to be sick, right? I'm hoping the Drone 2 is going to be really cool. But right now, my favorite arcade sticks are the Hori Fighting Edge from last generation and the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha for the PS5 for this generation. Anyways, if you liked the video, the second video on the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha PS5 version, the new age Mad Catz TE2, as I'll call it until the Nacon Daija PS5 version comes out, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I just passed 300 subscribers. That's insane to me. It's crazy. I never thought I thought the channel would have been gone by now. And comment down below what kind of arcade stick you use, or if you were looking to pick up the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha for the PS5 or Xbox Series consoles, and that was kind of the breaking point that helped you do it. Anyways, this has been Beanie Thuggish for the YouTubes, signing out and saying peace.